Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Such Beauty. Today, if you can't tell by the theme music and also my hat, that we are finally reviewing the Harry Potter makeup wand brushes. All 5 of these beautiful babies right here. I also have my Gryffindor mug. On top of that, one other thing, I have my Gryffindor t-shirt that I got for when the 7th movie came out. The last movie, me and my sisters both got Harry Potter t-shirts or Gryffindor t-shirts for that last movie, which was so sad because it means Harry Potter is over. But then again, they always have Harry Potter weekend, which always gets me super excited, and we own all the movies, so I can't be that sad. But getting back to what this thing is really about, it is about these makeup brushes right here. They are by a brand called Storybook Cosmetics. I found them on Instagram. I don't remember how I found them, but they are a newly started brand. They are owned by 3 sisters, and basically their whole concept of their makeup line and brushes they are all meant for all different types of storybooks or fairy tales or what have you, anything like that, even going into sci-fi or movie shows and stuff like that. So I, of course, when I found out their very first product that they came out with are these Harry Potter makeup wand brushes, I definitely had to jump on them. So this is their first product ever launched. They did recently come out with more products and more Harry Potter wand brushes. They're coming out with actually a whole makeup palette based on witchcraft and wizardy, or wizards and stuff like that. So when I bought these on pre-sale before Christmas time. I don't remember the month, but it was a few months before Christmas because they said you'd get them around Christmas time. But so these went for $55, which for 5 brushes, that isn't bad, because normally if you're spending on a good quality brush, like either Morphe or Sigma brushes, you're going to pay that or more. So I didn't feel bad buying the price if they were good quality, and plus I just love them so much I was going to pay for that anyways. But actually I didn't even pay for these, now that I think about it. It was a gift from my boyfriend, so he paid for these. But if not, I would have probably went for them myself anyways. But so they are 5 different wands. This one, it's a pencil brush. I don't know if you can see it from all the way back there, but it's a pencil brush, so it's perfect to get right underneath your lower lash line and smoke it out, which I love. And this brush, if you can see, if all you Harry Potter lovers may know who this is Harry Potter or his wand. And then also the next brush, this one's super duper cool. This is another angled brush, which is perfect for the brows or doing liner or even going underneath the lash line if you want. One's a little bigger, so, but it would still work fine for the eyebrows. And the wand, if you can see the wand, it is Hermione's wand. She is one of my favorites. Then next I have Voldemort's wand. Kind of looks, it looks weird. Like the top of his thing, it looks like some sort of like vulture head, in my opinion. But and I don't remember what it's supposed to be. But the other end of it is one of the flat brushes, the packing brush that is perfect to pack on the lid. And when I feel these brushes, I mean, besides the blending brushes I'm going to show you, these are very dense. So this one's going to be great for packing because it's not going to be super fluffy. It's not going to like fluff all the color around. It's going to precisely pack it on a lid. And they feel really soft. The next brush is, this one is Ron's brush. And Ron is my favorite character of all time. And it's funny because my boyfriend, he also is a ginger. This brush is an angled fluffy brush. To me, I will say this is my least favorite brush, but this one, when it's on an angle, I don't feel like I have the biggest use for an angled fluffy brush. The one thing I may use it for is to get like right on the outer V and go slightly into the crease with it. because that kind of already goes at an angle as it is. And lastly, this is the blending brush. And it is also the Elder Wand. It is Albus Dumbledore's wand, the most powerful wand there is. And it's really big compared to some of my other fluffy brushes, which I should have grabbed one to show you a difference. But it's a generous size fluffy brush, which if you have like a bigger lid space, this is going to be great. But to me, this is perfect. It is so fluffy and soft. It's not that dense at all. So it's really going to seamlessly blend out those sharp lines. And like if I pull on them, I haven't had any issues with any of the bristles falling off, because you've seen me use these already in my past videos. But I have not seen any bristles flake off or anything like that, which is great, so they gotta be good quality. And I don't know if I said this, but they are coming out with more products, and like I said, you can follow them on Instagram. They are called Storybook Cosmetics, and they do have a website as well that they've been updating. They came out with their second launch of different wand brushes, and more things are in the works. But you can totally check them out on the Instagram, and also you can find their website link down there too. And if I can link it, I may link it down below as well. But I'm going to put these babies to work now. I'm going to just be diving in with the Tarteist Pro Palette. And this has a bigger range of colors as you've seen me use before, so I think it'll be good to test out light colors versus dark colors, because sometimes dark colors are harder to blend. So it'd be good to put the these to work and really test them out. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I am going to take this blending brush and I'm going to go in with the color Bold, which is right here. It's just a very neutral transition color. As you can see, they picked up a lot of product, which is great. Okay, so I'm just going to fluff this right in the crease. So it seemed to really blend it out, but it's not super pigmented, because even though with my transition colors, I always seem to need to pick up 2 times unless you really load your brush, but I like to go a little at a time anyways. But to me, it's really blending it out nicely. Here, I'll zoom you in to see if you can really see. These really soften out the edges very nicely, and I like that it's big because it takes me less time. Next, I'm going to use the packing brush for the lid, and I'm going to try and take a darker color. I'm going to go in with the color Vamp, which is this very dark purple color, just to really put these to the test. As you can see, I do kind of have to hold this down sometimes, because me having bad eyesight, it's hard for me to even tell. But it does pack it real well, because it's small. To be honest, I wish it was a little bigger than this, but it still does the job. So now once you've packed everything on the lid, I think my final opinion on the packing brush is it does pack really nicely. I just wish it was a little bigger, but the density of it is very, very nice. I really like how packed in it is. My only complaint really is that I wish it was a little bigger. And now we're going to go in with this brush, which is the angled fluffy one. I'm going to try and just kind of blend I'm going to use black because my lid's already very dark, so I'm just going to try and let's see how it works with black eyeshadow. So I'm just going to go ahead and just try and deepen up that outer V and see how well it blends. To me, this is good for placement right on the outer edge, but since it is so fluffy, unless you're using a slightly lighter color, like let's say as brown or something, you could probably blend this out or blend it out with this. No, I'm going to be testing out why can't I think? The pencil brush. And I'm going to be going in with that dark color we use, which is called Vamp. And I'm just going to pop this right in the lower lash line. And you want to connect it to the top. And drag it about halfway in. Or more than halfway in, a little bit. Do the same to the other eye. To me, this brush is great. I think it's the perfect size for getting right underneath there. And it's dense enough where it's going to place the product, but it's not too thin where it still like gets a good chunk of the lower lash line. And it's perfect. Goes right to the tip, and you can just nicely place it right underneath there. Okay, so as you can probably hear the jingles, my dog is floating around me, so don't mind that. Lastly, I'm going to test out the angled brush. I'm just going to go ahead and use the black just to get even closer to the lash line. I'm going to try it out for that. I wish this one was just a little thinner, like not as wide. It's pretty thin as it is, but if I want to like do my eyebrows, I prefer it to be almost like laser thin, just so I can get that perfect like line. But underneath, for this, it's not bad. That looks really nice. And then I just have to finish up with the highlight. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this shimmer shade off to the side. What's it called? Glam. I'm also going to add some Classic, which is just that white, and just place it right on the brow bone. I'm just going to place some of that on the inner corners as well using the same flat brush. Alright, so that concludes my review on the Harry Potter Makeup Wand brushes. So my final thoughts is, I really do like them. Some of my favorite brushes are the blending brush, perfect. It really blends out all of the crease color for transition or anything like that very seamlessly. Literally, I barely have any line whatsoever. That's how good it is. Then my second favorite is the pencil brush for the lower lash line. It's such a perfect dense size. It just glides so smooth underneath. And this one I absolutely love. Pencil brushes are really perfect for underneath the lower lash line. If you don't have one and you're struggling sometimes with a good brush for underneath the lash line, definitely invest in one of them. And my least favorite, I would say, is the tapered blending one. Honestly, it's just my least favorite because since it's angled, it's just hard, in my opinion, to use with the angled brush. Just isn't practical for me because that's just not brushes I normally gravitate to use. But they are coming out with new wand brushes. I think they maybe already released a pre-sale and they're coming out with more pre-sales. But I know they definitely have more brushes, and I know they have two tapered looking blending brushes, so smaller one. And like I said, they retail for $55, which isn't bad price. And you can find them on their Instagram, like I said, which is Storybrooke. I don't know why I keep on when I say Storybrooke. I think it's because I'm thinking of Once Upon a Time, the TV show, and that's the town they live in. But Storybook Cosmetics, and that's their Instagram. And they also have the link to their website, which I'm going to try and link that below as well. And also you can go follow me on my Instagram account, which is kmsuch_mua, so you can get more makeup inspiration. It'll also let you know when videos are coming. You'll get notifications if you subscribe down below, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. That would really help me out. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. And cut. Or peace out, muggles. was a little lame.